seconds.
You all stand for the pledge of allegiance. Everybody, you lead us out, please.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll now call to order our public hearing. The 2019 Indiana General Assembly enacted legislation SEA 390 codified at Indiana Code 2029-6-1B requires a school employer and school employees to hold a public hearing and take public testimony to discuss the items described in the Indiana Teacher Collective Bargaining Law. Specific Indiana Code 20-29-6-1A. Before engaging in formal collective bargaining, therefore, the Metropolitan School District of Shakamak and Shakamak Classroom Teachers Association hereby convey this public hearing in accordance with the SEA 390. The board and its representatives are joined today by representatives of the Teachers Association for this joint hearing. As all public comments before the board and parties request that all who speak at this hearing limit their comments to the subject at hand and speak concisely and cordially. All right, this hearing is open for public comment. Good. All right, this hearing is adjourned. I'll now call to order our regular monthly business meeting. First thing we do is I'd like to ask, is there any additions or deletions to the agenda?
I have to. That's for personnel. School bus driver. The teacher appreciation.
We need to make a motion to add those things. I need a motion to add these things to our agenda.
I'll make a motion.
Second,
There is no one else. I'll second it.
all in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign, motion passes. Okay, we also need to approve the minutes of the August 21st, 2025 regular board meeting. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion.
Jody made a motion. Can I get a second?
I second it.
You all second? All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes. All right, we need to approve claims as listed on docket, accounts payable vouchers 98854 to 98976, and also payroll deposit advices 106 to 201 to 106 to 461. Can I get a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
Second?
A second.
All in favor, your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Do we have any patrons' comments this evening? Okay, thank you all for attending. We appreciate you being here. All right, Dr. Smith, I will turn it over to you now, please. Have you all had a chance to look at that? Is there any objections?
Like 1 through 5 and then do 6.
And then actually 1 through 7. Chrissy.
Do we have any issues with
So we're doing 1 through 7 all together. Okay.
give us a minute to look that over, if you would, please, make sure there's no objections. You guys good with it?
Just as long as the background checks were done.
Hey, Jim.
But for real, there was one that we were actually questioning.
Okay, is that something?
I assume that they've passed.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I will entertain a motion to approve 1 through 7.
I make a motion. Sorry.
Jody made the motion, second.
I second.
Brianna, all in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. It is approved.
The recommended statement reads a junior senior high school city coordinator.
Mhm.
To
I don't know.
You didn't get a chance to. Approve Lois Stewart as 12-month Stone. Approve Haven Wonders as EPA sponsor. Approve Kimberly Osborne as junior senior special education teacher. Approve Janice Reese Owen as cafeteria cook. Approve the following PCA coaches: Nicole Walters, high school track assistant; Christiane May, elementary and junior high cheerleading; Brian Husband, 7th grade boys basketball; Tyler Richardson, 8th grade boys basketball; Chris Beeman, bus.
Can I get a motion to approve?
We just made the motion to approve.
Oh, okay. She was just reading it off. Okay. I thought we'd already made the motion. Thank you.
We jumped the gun. I do apologize.
Yeah, we did. We jumped the gun on you. So,
You're efficient.
moving right along, ladies.
I'd like to recommend to the board that we approve moving the next regular board meeting. To the zoning board. Still need to keep them tonight.
Yes.
Second one. So. Regular, so the 9th will be. For the regular school. And that would be due to fall break and in order to meet budget deadlines.
Make
Could
a
I
motion.
have a motion to move
A
our
motion.
regular meeting for October to October 23rd? We do have a motion. Can I get a second?
I second.
Second. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same. Motion passed.
Number 2, this is for information. We have Janet Daniels that will be coming on and working on site. Here as youth first counselor, she will be youth first employee that will be working here on site for us. And we are excited to have her supporting.
Do we know her start date? She started last Monday. She started.
She's already started.
Okay. Where's she at?
Well, we're trying to figure out, she's in 504 right now. We're working to try to get her off.
Okay. Thank you.
Make a recommendation to approve the 26 secure school safety grant for 46,250.
I make a motion. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Are you
good.
supposed to do
Second.
it first?
Nope. Second. Jody, all in favor, right? Opposed, same sign. Approved.
Make a recommendation, we approve a donation from Gibraltar Design for
Can I get a motion to accept?
Make a motion.
Approved, yeah.
I second it. Why?
good question. In lieu of the, oftentimes companies will host school board and superintendents for dinners. The school board association said in lieu of having a dinner, we would like to send your school.
We missed out on that one, didn't we, kids? All right, we've got a motion and a second. All in favor, raise your hand. Opposed, sign.
I'd like to make a recommendation for approve electronic participation in board meetings for all members. Courtney has shared. guidance with us to do requirements.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Ryan? Approved.
I'd like to make a recommendation to approve the following grant funds from the Greene County Foundation, Linda Pope for teachers to purchase needed classroom supplies, the Robert Bingham for a scholarship recipient, and Kelly Hall for the band.
A motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve.
1 second. Jody?
I second.
All in favor, raise your right hand. Approved.
I'd like to recommend the board approve the following overnight trips. October 10th through the 12th, FFA SOAR Leadership Camp in Trafalgar. October the 29th through the 31st, FFA National Convention that will be held in Minneapolis. November 7th through the 9th, the FFA Fire Leadership Camp in Trafalgar. November the 21st to the 23rd, FFA Fire Leadership Camp in Trafalgar. And February the 26th and 27th, the CCLA State Conference in Muncie.
Make a motion.
Second.
I second.
Second. All in favor? Right hand. Motion approved.
And other business number 8, at our last meeting, the board voted to decline the TAG grant in lieu of express concerns over equitable distribution of funds, and not having enough information of what the rubric was at the time, how those funds would be distributed. If you remember, Carol also spoke to us concerning that. After receiving and reviewing the guidance that was rolled out by the Department of Education, also some of the guidance that we received at the conference and at the Superintendent Academy, I'm recommending that the board like to recommend that we rescind that action and approve participation.
Okay, need a motion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a meeting on it and yes, we don't like it, but we think it's the rules we have to play by for the game.
Well, no, you're the one that brought it to our attention.
No, we fully hashed it out.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. I'll make a motion.
I appreciate it.
Okay. I just didn't know if we could engage in conversation.
I made a motion to do this.
You made the motion.
I made the motion.
I second.
All right, all in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. All right, that everything you've got? Dr. Smith, your report, please.
So we have assembled, or we have members that have been nominated for the threat assessment team. We'll have our first meeting next week. This is a requirement for us to receive a safety grant and also just doing our due diligence to keep schools safe. I wanted to give you an update on where we were at on the threat assessment team. We also completed a site vulnerability assessment and just got those results back yesterday. So we'll start to read over that and prepare for recommendations based upon that assessment that we received. I appreciate Josh Goodman from Linton coming over and leading that initiative for us. Wanted to give you an update on our listening sessions that I had started as a new superintendent. I've completed all of the listening sessions for the staff. We have completed all of the listening sessions with students. So I'm looking forward to launching listening sessions into the community and parents and listening to what they have to say. We completed our bus evacuations drill a week ago. That was something that we wanted to get back to doing, and our first one for this semester has been completed. And I wanted to also share with you that we have leadership teams that have been put in place at the elementary and the high school. We have also leadership team around special education. We have had our first round of meetings, and those have been successful in just moving the needle forward in some areas that we need to move the needle forward. I also wanted to share with you, we have key priority area teams, and that was a survey sent out to teachers. And if there was a passion area that they wanted to participate in, they could respond back to me. And then if they wanted to meet with me, and they have been incredible in participating in this, it's on their own time. And their teachers are stepping up and showing leadership on those key priority area teams as well. And we've had our first round of organizational meetings with that. So I wanted to give you an update on organizationally and logistically how we are moving forward there. And then I wanted to share a report that some positive news. We know, and we've been emphasizing the importance of getting our own story out and telling our own story before everyone else. You may or may not have been following the Shackamack athletic page, but some of the students have been creating content. In my version is viral, so we've had the last 4 videos, over 23,500 views on the last 4 videos alone. I enjoyed the positive traction and 10 new followers on that page in the last 7 days. So wanted to give a shout out to the athletic department and the students that are leading that initiative, and the positive momentum that that's creating.
All right. Mr. Turpin.
I have some questions.
Okay. Hold on, Mr. Turpin.
For the listening sessions, do you know how many students participated?
We had, I want to thank Mr. Reese and Mr. Turpin, who helped to organize it. And I'll give you a little background, Jody. I asked them to select students in the elementary grades 3 and up. And I asked them to make sure that they select students in very different backgrounds. So students that maybe are successful in school, and maybe some struggle, that have had positive experience, negative experiences, very active in extracurricular activities, maybe not as active and involved in extracurricular activities. And Shane selected a group of students, and Travis, Mr. Reese and Mr. Turpin did the same for both buildings. I'll let you share. Mr. Turpin, I'll let you address how many students.
We had 6 students actually attended with Dr. Smith today. We had a body safety program going on with 6th grade at the time that took a couple kids, but we had pretty diverse group of 6 students that were excited, and I didn't have a chance to talk with them after they with Dr. Smith, but I know they was really looking forward to going on with them. So we had a group of, I think it was 10 or 12 who sat down.
We ran out of chairs. Yeah.
A diverse group of high school and junior high kids. Yeah. Seemed to be a very good meeting from what I've heard.
Good deal. Any other questions, Jody?
No, thank you.
You done?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, Mr. Turpin, please.
You are done.
And just when you start talking, I'm gonna have another question. So,
And we're off to a pretty good start to the year on this side. Our staff, our students are all kind of hitting their stride, and everything's starting to go pretty smooth. So this year is going to look a little bit different, and I'll touch on the testing point here in just a second. Just a couple of the items I had, our PTO kicked off our KJS fundraiser on September 10th. So if you see any elementary kids selling trash bags or popcorn, that's the fundraiser we're doing. Our PTO really gives a lot back to the kids on the elementary side, so we appreciate them taking on that task. September 11th, our 3rd grade students, Mrs. Fish and Miss West, organized a field trip to Crane. And from my understanding, they were able to go and see a lot of pretty neat, cool STEM activities. And I know the people at Crane really had it set up for them, and we're really looking forward to them coming out there. And I know they had a really good time. Dylan for us at the last seconds, it was looking like the bus driver situation was going to be tough, but we had a lot of people working, was able to connect a few dots, and I can't remember which bus. We had one bus driver take them to Crane, and another go pick them up. So we really appreciate them going out of their way to help us out and make sure the kids, was able to enjoy that experience. This year, in the past with iLearn, we've taken iRead the 2nd week of March and the Summit of iLearn test in April. So you kind of built all year going over your standards, building up for those 2 tests. The state has changed that this year to where they're adding 3 checkpoints in, and the checkpoints are broken down in terms of standards. And checkpoint 1 covers so many standards, and 2, and 3, and each one has about a 2-month window. So for example, this first checkpoint, the window is from September 15th to November 14th. And you have that time frame to take those checkpoints. And the idea behind it is not mandatory, but see where the kids are excelling, where they're struggling at, and then kind of remediate, build on that, and build towards the summative, which will be in the last 2 weeks of April. So in order to get there, we've had to kind of change things up. So we've had a lot of teachers have been proactive and taking the initiative to do all the practice tests. Once they do those practice tests, it covers them for the rest of the year. So that's not something continuous we have to do. And we've asked them to have those completed by the time we go to fall break. And then after fall break, we're going to take the first checkpoints and just kind of see what it's like since it's new to everybody. So that's what I got.
Do you have to do all 3 checkpoints? I know we were talking about this before.
Yeah, it's
So if you opt in, it's like you have to do all 3.
yeah, you have to do all 3. And so the first was from the September 15th, November 14th.
Mhm.
That second window starts again Monday, November 17th, and goes until the first week or so of February. Then it goes from that following Monday till like April 10th. And I learned some of it starts on like April 13th, so it's just back to back to back. We're going to take them near the end of each session so that the students have a chance to go over each of the standards in class that they're being assessed on. I
Okay.
don't really see the purpose of taking it this week and then having 4 or 5 more weeks to take it, but not having been taught the materials.
Any other questions for
Hmm.
Mr. Tobin?
Who were the bus drivers that stepped up for the crane trip?
I'm not sure. I know we had one that's been driving with us from North Central. Do you remember bus drivers? Lager? Is that it? Longer? One that was one of them. James Larger, yeah. I'm not sure which, but he drives, but he's been doing a lot of extracurriculars for us, things like that.
Deal.
I want to say Jeff Baxter. I believe. If I remember that was one.
It's Jeff Snowden.
That's really good. You guys worked that out. So I appreciate the extra works. All right, Mr. Reese?
We're under the same for 7th and 8th grade, I learned tests. The elementary, we're going through that, getting ready for that. We'll start ours probably first of October. And then do our remediation. We've got some other things going on through our exact path that we're training our kids on. Sometimes for 8th graders getting them going in that. Some incentive plans there. Then we've got PSATs for the 10th graders. I think that's October the 8th. We've been have a lot of field trips for our kids, giving them exposure to several different things, from engineering to always taking a group of math and science tomorrow to Vincennes. It's just a chance for a lot of these kids that don't get to see what's going on in the real world. So, and in college, Mr. Collins took our kids, SALT kids to Bloomington South yesterday for the IHSA Student Leadership Development meeting. Of course, Dr. Smith mentioned our 2 stars, Maddie and Cameron, doing their videos for the athletic department. I want to give Maddie Hill and Cameron Paul a shout out. They deserve that for their ideas and what they're doing there. Girls golf finished second in SWIAC tournament Monday night. Had Cameron Byrne, Aubrey Langford, Madeline Hill made all conference, and Annalise Varner made an honorable mention. They're playing in the golf section today, and Dylan just texted me a few minutes ago and said apparently Maddie Hill scored well enough to get out as an individual. So
Awesome.
proud of Maddie. That's probably the first female golfer we've had fans out of the section.
Well, it would be since last year was the first year for golf ever.
Well, not ever, just in a long time.
1967.
But I don't think that they had sectionals back then for females.
I'm not gonna get into that.
That's right.
Some are you were saying on history.
Homecoming's coming up. Students will be working on floats out in the bus barn during the week. We're going to probably provide some class competitions during homeroom this week, like I do, to get the spirit of competition things. Cross country invite Saturday. I think it starts at 8:30 for junior high, and then after that for the high schools. And later October the 11th, we have the SWIAC meet here. Sectional draw for volleyball will be coming up October 5th. We'll be playing at Play City starting the 14th of October. And cross country sectional is October 18th at Laverne gets to Terre Haute. Also, just want to take a minute. to send condolences from the Shackmack School to operate. I don't think there's any person that exemplifies Shackmack than the doc. And I knew him as a parent, as a classmate's parent, and friend, and he was one of a kind.
Thank you.
He taught a lot of things at Shackamack.
His principal, chemistry teacher, ag teacher. If you learned anything from him, you learned everything from him. One of a kind.
We were lucky to have him.
Yeah, it was exciting sometimes. I said, tires again, and everything else during that time, but he was one of a kind. Never raised his voice. He never. I'm sure he did some. Yeah, he might have raised his voice. Take that back.
I have a rebuttal here.
To the good kids and the community of Jackson, he never raised his voice. No, but he was. I think even if he raised his voice with me, he respected him and got where he was coming from. So it just, I think it deserves mention.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree 100%.
And Kenneth took the FFA officers yesterday.
Now you're still my son.
It was very nice to see them there in their official dress, and Freddie was very touched
Yep.
by that, because I was up close when they walked in the door. That meant a lot.
Yes, it did. She called me. Jody?
Okay. First off, I just want to piggyback off Shane and send my condolences to the family. Seems like he was a great person. I only remember a little bit of him, but sounds like he led a great and long life. Very blessed. So I just want to send my condolences to all his friends and family. I also want to congratulate Maddie Hill for advancing to state for golf. I was super excited just a few years ago to finally get a golf team because I kept on telling the superintendent, you only got a certain number of years before Myers starts golf. You got a certain number of years. And then Chase Hammond actually had sent me a message, and I told her to talk to Dylan, and that's how things got started. So congratulations to Maddie, and congratulations to all of the golf girls, because it seems like they all are going to the swag dinner.
I think all but one.
All but one. Okay, so that's pretty impressive. The boys didn't do that. So, I mean, um, but I have also enjoyed the Shack Mac athletic videos with Cameron and Madeline Hill, and I think today was Britton that
Yeah.
done it. So they are very entertaining. So I make sure I get on the page just to watch that. I know yesterday nothing was posted that I could find.
I think it was.
It was posted? All right. I have to go back and watch it.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes, history was on.
All right, I missed that one.
You
So
older people sometimes have trouble with that.
I do. I also want to welcome Caitlin Reese. It was nice meeting you in the interviews. So thank you for everyone that allowed me to be in the interview. It's not common for school board to be in that type of interview, so I appreciate it. So welcome. I'm always happy to have another mental health colleague, and welcome Janet Daniels, even though I have not met her yet. So I'm excited to meet her. Um, I'm glad that school is starting off pretty well. Um, let's see, what else did I write down? It sounds like that we're getting a lot of sectionals coming up, so good luck to all those sports. I know you mentioned them. I only wrote down cross country because you went fast.
Volleyball.
Volleyball.
Other one.
Cross country and
Cross
volleyball.
country and volleyball.
I'm very slow. But that's it for me.
Volleyball or cross country?
Brianna?
Um, Condolences to the Don Kramer family. We talked about him a lot this week, actually. We introduced Jacinda to him because of his passing and that type of stuff. And it's really awesome that Kenna took the kids, the FFA officers, to the funeral. Awesome job to Matt Hill for making it out of sectionals, and I was proud of the three for making all conference in the girls golf team. And the others, I didn't realize Annalise had made honorable mention. Yes, the Madeline Hill, sorry, and Cameron Pollan videos. That's awesome that they're up to like 23,000 views a day. That's pretty cool. So kudos to them. I also kudos to your listening sessions. I've actually talked to a few of the kids that were in the sessions. I think it caught them off guard a little bit, but I think it was good. And then the teachers, of course, with the listening sessions. Thank you for listening. And then it's really awesome that the third grade took field trip to Crane. I know that they don't oftentimes get to take field trips with the left out grade. So that was pretty cool. I think that's all I have. Good luck to the cross country and volleyball teams.
Well, first, I always like to thank all of our staff, no matter what role they're in, greatly appreciate it. I too seen the effect that our FFA officers was very professional. I was proud of them. I was there and I shook all their hand and told them how much I appreciate it. And I won't talk much about Dawn because I can't, but I appreciate he was one of them guys that you'd walk into his class and I wasn't no academic whiz in school by any means. And none of us had any clue all the stuff and the degrees he had because it didn't matter what level of kids he could teach on that level. And I had the great opportunity of sitting for hours and listening to his stories and how Shakamak came about and all that. And I wish I would have recorded. And he was a big part of Shakamak. So we appreciate the Kramer family, the sacrifices they made over the years. I appreciate seeing our administrators there. That meant a lot to Freddie and some of the teachers that made it. So you know what? I'm glad everything's off to a great year. We got some battles to fight ahead of us, and we've got more changes, I'm sure, to come. But we've got a great team, and we're just going to adapt, and we're going to make the best out of whatever comes our way. And I'm looking forward to Shakamak continuing to grow in the future with more opportunities for kids and more kids coming in. So I'm thankful to be a part of this team. I'm very blessed. And I did get to talk to Jim Gadbury today, which was wonderful. Had a phone conversation with him. Jim's still got a long ways to recover. He's missing everybody. He said, "Man, I thought I could come tonight, but he's not quite there yet." Yeah, I know he would appreciate your prayers, but he's still engaged. I got to bring him up. And I got all of his opinions. If anybody knows Jim, he's got a lot of them. But
I bet you don't have all of them.
everything we talked about. And so please continue to pray for Jim. We're hoping we can get him back very soon because he's a very big part of our board and he has a lot of knowledge he brings to our team. So we miss him. So hopefully he'll be back. That's all I got. So I would entertain a motion to
I make a motion to adjourn.
And second.
second. All in favor? Raise your hand. Opposed, same sign. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you. Did you see what I was doing?
You were muting it and unmuting it. I didn't know that.
Like